Shall we move on to Cheapy's Quest Corner?
Sure.
I downloaded this new game that came out. I bought it. It's called Warplanes, World War I fighter.
I saw that in the shop. How is it?
So you know how they have different ratings for the comfort level of games?
Mm-hmm.
This is at the highest level, intense, where it says it's not for most people, is what the description is. Not
Isn't
for
it also
most
like
gamers.
a sitting game too, though?
You're sitting, but you're flying a World War I plane with a machine gun attached to it and dogfighting guys like back, like
and
Red Baron
how you do
shit.
it, like a grandma listening to techno music.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, if you want to die, it's pretty well done. I gotta say, certainly for like $20, but I did not feel great after playing that game for like 20
is it
minutes.
On rails?
No, no, it's not on rails. You're flying that fucker around, and the cool thing is, you're sitting in this cockpit of this old ass plane with this old janky looking stick coming out, and you got the throttle on the left. It's another janky looking stick, and you can play with just the thumbsticks if you want, but if you want the VR full experience, you're going like this. You're pulling the levers, and there's like a flare gun. You can pick up the flare gun and shoot it. And the cool thing is when you're dropping bombs on targets, there's like a thing of bombs, and you pick up the bomb and you just drop it off the side of the plane while you're flying it. And it's really cool if you can handle the motion.
Does it require a lot of space, or because
No,
you're
just sitting. You're just sitting, no space at all. It's just, can you handle the motion sickness that this game can deliver? There's different settings where you can choose like an arcade experience or like real physics. And the more realistic it is, the more sick you're going to feel, because the plane is, an old ass plane is not going to really fly straight. It's going to be constantly.
Honestly, you have me intrigued, because I've been playing a lot of Pistol Whip still, which I like. Also, a game that doesn't require. They had that huge update for that last week. Unlike the Avengers, it's not 37 gigabytes. It was 1 gigabyte. But that game is pretty awesome, but does not make me sick. But there's lots of constant movement there.
Pistol Whip?
Yeah.
This is a full on, you're flying this plane around. So you look down and I feel like it would be more
confusing than nauseating.
There's there'll be like a city that you have to defend, and they're shooting out the flak guns, and there's planes dropping bombs, and the shit's blowing up all around you. It's pretty cool, but like I said, I had to lie down afterwards. I think I played too long. But I think there's a demo on maybe like on their app store. Like, like they have like a labs or something like that where you can download like smaller free shit. Might be on there. Check it out. It's called Warplanes. It's definitely well done. And I mean, we've come a long way with these games. I remember like playing these World War I games, and it's crazy now. It's absolutely crazy now. And speaking of crazy, remember I told you I brought the Oculus to the ping pong club last week?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I went back today Ty had a lesson there, and one of the guys was there, and he's like, "Oh, I bought an Oculus. It's in my car right now. It's fucking awesome." He's like,
"Nice."
He didn't even try it. He just watched the coach trying it, and he just saw that it was $300 and just fits in your hands, the whole thing, and that was enough. Like, and it has all these games, and yeah, he was.
I got my free recall cover today.
Oh, okay. I sent away for it.
Yeah, mine came in the mail today.
He was really into this. There's a game where you're in a canoe. It's like Tom Clancy. It's like what's that game with the head?
Oh yeah, I know
Tom
that
Clancy.
game. Yeah.
But it's Splinter Cell. It's like Splinter Cell, but you're in a kayak. So you're like going like making the kayak moves, and you're shooting people with a bow and arrow from a kayak. It's like Deliverance. That'd be a good game. Anyway, are you ready for my tales from retail, Wombat?
Sure.
It's kind of weird, so pay close attention. I got to see your reaction to this. So we were going to visit my family at the beach this weekend, and we're driving to the beach, and I get the light that goes on in my car that tells me the tire pressure is low in one of the tires.
What beach?
We're going to the Hamptons.
Okay.
And a few days earlier, the light had gone off, and I had filled the tire up, so I knew that I probably had like run over a nail or some shit. So I pull over, and sure enough, I see that there's a nail there, and I'm like trying to figure out how I can get this fixed. We're on the way to the beach. I got the family with me, obviously.
Not just on your way to the beach, but you say you're going to the beach in the Hamptons, so you're driving like an hour and a half.
Driving an hour and a half. My family's visiting from Belgium, and there's a bunch of my all visiting my family.
So this is like a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's not, whatever. So I want to make it. I want to make it.
If it was a whatever, you'd go to Jones Beach, which is 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I don't like going to the beach. When you look like this, you don't like going to the beach, but I want to visit my family. My family's great. So I'm like, all right, we got to figure it. It's Sunday. I'm sure hopefully there's a place open. I find a place that's open, call them up. They say it'll only take about a half an hour. Perfect. Drive over there, drop the car off, park it right on the street in front of the place where the guy tells me to, and says it'll be about half an hour. And I said, okay, we're going to wait right over here. There's an ice cream place right there. Perfect. We're going to have like some crepes and just kill time waiting for the car to be ready. So we're waiting. About a half an hour goes by. And finally I see somebody go out to my car to, I noticed that the cars had pulled out of the vehicle bay there, and they're now ready for us. I'm like, all right, cool. Guy gets into the car, and instead of just backing into the garage, he just drives down the street. And I was like, oh, where's he going? That's weird. Like, there was very easy for him to just back into the vehicle bay. I'm like, I wonder if there's like a garage on the other side of the street. Maybe I don't know about it. They have another one, maybe. And I look on the Google Maps just to see, and I'm like, nope, that's nothing there. But I'm sure he'll just come around, and maybe he just pulling around. Maybe someone's easier. He'll be pulling around in like 30 seconds. These blocks are so short. Nope, nothing. And I'm like, okay, this is not great. About 5 minutes goes by. Guy pulls up, and I'm like, the whole time, I'm like,
Were you standing, but where your car?
I am sitting across the street at the ice cream place, just
Why
looking.
Are you still in the ice cream place?
No, now I see the car pull up, and my family's there, and I'm like, this guy just Ferris Bueller me, and I just wait here, and I'm like, I get angry, but I try to keep everything under control, and I go over there, and the guy's getting out of the car, and I go, where did you just go with my car? And he's like, I just went, I just drove around the block, just to get in the sun. I'm like, no, you could have just backed in. And you were gone for like 5 minutes. And he's like, no, it wasn't 5 minutes. Like, no, this is crazy. Like, what are you doing? I go inside, and the manager's there, and it's not his fault, right? Like, he's just working at this tire shop. I tell the guy what happened, and he can't really believe it at first. But then I'm telling you, he was gone for 5 minutes, and there was no reason. And I don't even know what to say to the guy, right? At this point, I just say everything sucks now. Everything just sucks. Had they
already fixed your tire?
No, he drove around the block, and they haven't even done anything yet. And
that's so dangerous to your rims.
No, what? The tire was fine. I filled it up right before I got there, but it could have been. Right. And the guy's like, that's weird. He didn't need to drive your car anywhere because he's not testing anything. So we went to go talk to the guy, and I was just waiting there. And eventually he came back, and he said I'm really sorry. The guy's gonna, if we're gonna fix the tire, if we're gonna pull it out, you're just go. Obviously we're not gonna charge you. But the guy, the worst thing is if the guy just said to me, and I'm not driving a fucking Lamborghini or anything. It's a fucking sports sedan. It's a family car. If the guy just said to me, hey man, I like your car. You mind if can I take it for a drive with you or something? I would have done it in a second. I would have said, absolutely. I would have gotten the driver's seat. I would have the passenger seat with him. Let's go. No problem. But it's just the fact that people are looking to take advantage of you always fucking really bothered me. But
it should. The person stole your car.
Maybe he wanted to get a pack of cigarettes or something. I don't know what.
It doesn't matter.
It was so annoying.
I mean, you got a free tire out of it,
but
which is pretty.
I did
impressive.
not get a free tire out of it. I got a free tire patch out of it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they.
That's a $20 value, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But what would you have done, Wombat, if you saw that? You're in my situation. You're sitting in the ice cream shop. I mean, I don't want to
That patch isn't gonna last very long.
No, it's fine. They'll last. They last.
Yeah, they'll last.
They
They're
last.
fine.
It
just all depends on where was the nail. It was on the top or bottom of the tire, right?
It was in the normal spot where you would expect it.
Not the sides.
Not the sides.
The side walls.
It was fine.
You're fine.
I've had this happen before, but it's
Okay.
just, yeah, I mean, and I don't want to, like, when you confront the guy, I'm not looking to, I'm never looking to insult anybody personally. So, like, what can you say to the guy who just...
What town was this? I'm just curious.
I don't want to call out. No, I don't want to call. We'll just say, let's just say the North Shore of Long Island. Let's just say that. I don't want to call
close to home for you or far from home?
It was on the way to it was like, it was on.
You're driving the entire length of Long Island. That's why I'm curious to know,
it was
like, where
close to home. No, it was close to home. It was
where to avoid.
I mean, yeah, I can tell you off there. I mean, if I figured the guy got yelled at enough, and like, I'm not looking for anybody to like lose their job or anything. It's just, these are white people problems for sure. First world white people problems.
That's weird.
It's just, and also, like, I feel like that thing didn't really happen. That's like something you see in a movie. Well, it's like bullshit.
I mean, it's weird because you weren't far enough away.
He didn't know where I was. This guy didn't know. The manager knew where I was, but this guy didn't know. And then as I'm leaving, as I'm pulling out, I see like a Lamborghini about to pull in. I was just going to be like, no, don't do that. No, big mistake.
The worker's probably pretty pissed that he took yours for that and not the Lamborghini.
So dumb.
Like he came back out and was like, crap, now I can't do this now.
Right.
Like, that was I can go back to back on this.
He fucking blew his load on a basically what's a very boring car compared to what just pulled in. Anyway, had a great time at the beach. Didn't ruin the day. Beautiful day. Everything was great. Wombat, would you have Saturday. If that happened to you, would you have taken the free tire repair and just let it go? Or are you going on like Google Maps and giving them one?
No, I'm not. No. If they were like, oh yeah, real sorry about that, $50, please.
Right.
Then you leave the 1-star review.
Right.
If they're like, we're really sorry about that, please enjoy the rest of your day.
Right.
Then it's fine.
Holy shit.
Did the right thing.
Switchblade Comb in the chat says, same thing happened to me, except the shop worker totaled my car. Awkward.
I hope they paid for the car repair.
That's bad. That's super bad.
I know. But that happened to my father once with a valet. Valet was pulling the car out of the spot.
Right.
It just backed right into the car behind him and wrecked my father's car and another car.
That just happened to my dad 2 weeks ago in Boston.
That's funny.
Luckily, he drives a Subaru, a crummy Subaru, and he couldn't care less. No offense.
I do that.
No offense, Subaru owners.
Anyway,
the good news is when you bring your car to the tire shop, the guy's not taking your car around the corner for a joyride.
That's why I have my car.
And the whole time after I yelled at the guy, I'm thinking, great, now the guy's fixing my tire, and when he goes back into the car, he's wiping his boogers like all over my steering wheel. He's like, fingering his butthole. He's fingering his butthole and just rubbing it all over the thing, like, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Can't win.
Nope.
Let's see, where are we here? Oh, cheapy, stupid PC corner. I teased this before. I forgot to mention this last week. I got a review code for Jupiter Hell, right? I didn't talk about Jupiter Hell.
I don't remember Jupiter Hell.
It's a turn-based roguelike it was basically some people made a Doom ripoff game that was a turn-based roguelike, and then the fine people at Doom were like, no, you can't actually do that. And then they made Jupiter Hell. So it feels very much like Doom. So imagine like a top-down, turn-based Doom roguelike. It's pretty cool, actually, and unique, and it feels unique. But it is. I played it on stream last week, and I really didn't feel like playing more than 45 minutes at a clip. Felt like a lot, but it's a cool concept. Check it out, Jupiter Hell. It's only on PC right now. So Wombat, you don't have to listen. Good job not listening. You're in the clear.
Doom top down, bullet hell, something.
PC. So you don't have to worry.
Yep.
I also just downloaded Clone Hero on PC. Do you know what that is, Ship?
I do not. What is Clone Hero?
That is the thing that lets you download all the Guitar Hero and Rock Band and also like a billion custom songs and let you play them on PC. And you can plug in instruments from like the Xbox 360 era, you know, USB.
And this is a totally legal thing?
Yeah! I'm not sure, but I haven't actually got it working yet, but I did download a lot of things. But I thought that I was going to be very easily able to use this wireless guitar, but you have to install a lot of software to do that. And I sort of lost interest at that point. But I found if you have a wired one, then you're basically just good to go, plug and play, I think. And the idea is, you know, Ty's got the electric drums over here. He can plug that in too. And then we got the surf and turf going. And all the free songs. All the rock bands. And everything. Lego Rock Band.
Visually licensed free songs.
Songs, yes.
Yeah, all those.
They're all there. They're available. I downloaded a lot of them. I think it's fine.
Who do I call?
I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Who do I call about this?
1-800-ROCK BAND.
Is that who I call?
The cool thing is when I turned the guitar on, it turned on my old Xbox in the other room that I didn't even know was plugged in. I heard it turn on.
Nice. That happened to me the other day when I was setting up the Bluetooth on in my daughter's room, and I'm like, "What just turned on?"
Yeah,